The late 18th century in France was a time of great contrast. The royal court at Versailles was known for its opulence and extravagance. King Louis XVI and Queen Marie Antoinette lived in luxury, far removed from the struggles of ordinary French citizens. Meanwhile, the common people faced harsh realities. Food shortages, rising taxes, and widespread poverty plagued the nation. The Enlightenment had begun to challenge traditional ideas. Thinkers like Voltaire and Rousseau questioned the divine right of kings and advocated for reason and equality. Their writings inspired a new generation of French citizens. These ideas created a fertile ground for change. Economic troubles added fuel to the fire. France's involvement in the American Revolution had left the country deeply in debt. King Louis XVI's attempts to reform the tax system were met with resistance from the nobility. The financial crisis escalated, pushing the country closer to the brink of revolution. In this volatile environment, the seeds of the French Revolution were sown. Discontent grew among the lower classes. The call for liberty, equality, and fraternity began to resonate. The stage was set for one of the most dramatic upheavals in history. King Louis XVI ascended to the throne in 1774. He was a well-meaning but indecisive ruler. His reign was marked by financial crises and political turmoil. Despite his efforts to implement reforms, he struggled to gain the support of the nobility and the general populace. Queen Marie Antoinette, often unfairly blamed for the country's woes, became a symbol of royal excess. Her extravagant lifestyle and rumoured indifference to the plight of the poor fueled public anger. The phrase, "let them eat cake," though likely apocryphal, epitomised her perceived disconnect from reality. The Estates General was convened in 1789 to address the financial crisis. This assembly included representatives from the three estates, the clergy, the nobility and the commoners. The Third Estate, representing the commoners, demanded greater representation and a fairer taxation system. Their grievances were ignored, leading to the formation of the National Assembly. Louis VI's handling of the situation only made matters worse. His attempts to dissolve the National Assembly and his subsequent flight to Varennes in 1791 eroded his credibility. The monarchy's inability to address the crisis effectively led to its downfall. The revolutionaries saw the king as an obstacle to their goals of liberty and equality. The French Revolution unleashed a series of wars that reshaped the map of Europe. Revolutionary France faced threats from both internal and external enemies. The political landscape changed rapidly, with shifting alliances and territorial gains and losses. One of the most significant early victories for the revolutionaries was the Battle of Valmy in 1792. General Dumouriez and General Kellermann led French forces to a decisive victory against the Prussian and Austrian armies. This triumph bolstered the morale of the revolutionaries and secured the fledgling French Republic. The revolutionaries also faced internal strife. The Vendée uprising in 1793 saw royalist forces in western France rise against the revolutionary government. The conflict was brutal, with both sides committing atrocities. Ultimately, the revolutionary forces led by General Jean-Baptiste Kleber suppressed the rebellion, consolidating the Republic's control. The revolutionary wars culminated in the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. His military genius expanded France's territories across Europe. The map of Europe was redrawn multiple times as Napoleon's armies defeated coalitions of European powers. These territorial changes had lasting impacts on the political landscape of the continent. Section 4. Major battles and their social impacts. The Battle of Valmy was a turning point, saving the revolution from external threats. This victory not only inspired revolutionary fervour, but also led to the proclamation of the French Republic. It marked the beginning of a series of military successes for revolutionary France. Then came the Battle of Austerlitz in 1805, which showcased Napoleon's tactical brilliance. Known as the Battle of the Three Emperors, it saw Napoleon's forces decisively defeat the combined armies of Austria and Russia. This victory solidified Napoleon's reputation and expanded French influence across Europe. The social impact was profound, as the ideals of the revolution spread with Napoleon's conquests. However, the Reign of Terror painted a darker picture. Led by figures like Robespierre, the revolutionary government sought to eliminate perceived enemies of the revolution. Thousands were executed, including King Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette. The social fabric of France was torn apart as suspicion and fear gripped the nation. Despite the turmoil, the revolution brought significant social changes. The abolition of feudal privileges and the declaration of the rights of man and of the citizen were landmark achievements. These changes laid the foundation for modern democratic principles and inspired future movements for freedom and equality worldwide. Section 5. Aftermath of the Revolution and its impact on modern society. The aftermath of the French Revolution saw the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. His rule brought stability after years of chaos. Napoleon implemented reforms that modernized France, including the Napoleonic Code, which laid the groundwork for modern legal systems. The revolution's impact extended beyond France's borders. The ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity resonated worldwide. Revolutionary movements in Europe and Latin America drew inspiration from the French Revolution. The abolition of feudal privileges and the promotion of human rights were significant steps forward. The French Revolution also had a profound impact on modern political thought. The principles of democracy, secularism, and citizenship emerged from this period. The revolution challenged the traditional hierarchical structures and paved the way for a more egalitarian society. In conclusion, the French Revolution was a transformative period in history. It reshaped the political and social landscape of France and had far-reaching effects on the world. The legacy of the revolution continues to influence modern society, reminding us of the enduring struggle for liberty and equality.